Someone across the room yawns. You weren't tired a second ago. Now you are. Your jaw stretches open before you even decide to let it. But here's the detail you never noticed. That yawn hits harder, faster, and deeper when it comes from someone you actually love. The real answer is far stranger than simple tiredness. Start with the basics. Contagious yawning isn't unique to humans. Chimpanzees do it. Dogs do it, sometimes even when watching their owners yawn. But humans do something no other species does quite the same way. You yawn more and more intensely around people you're emotionally close to than around strangers. Researcher Elizabeth Cerulli was among the first to study this pattern rigorously, tracking who caught a yawn from whom in group settings. Her data showed a clear hierarchy. Family members triggered yawns fastest. Close friends came next. Acquaintances lagged behind. Strangers, sitting in the very same room, often didn't catch the yawn at all. Pause on that. Your body isn't just reacting to a yawn, it's measuring your relationship in real time, and it's doing it without asking your permission. So why would evolution wire something as mundane as a yawn to track closeness? The leading explanation ties back to a concept called the empathy hypothesis. Neuroscientist Christian Kaisers has spent years studying the brain regions involved in contagious yawning, and his research points to a striking overlap. The same neural circuitry that lights up when you catch a yawn is closely tied to the brain's mirror neuron system, the network responsible for helping you understand and simulate what other people are feeling. In other words, catching a yawn might be one of the simplest, oldest signals your brain has for saying, I am tuned into you. I am tracking your state closely enough that it changes mine. Now think about what a yawn actually does, physically, for a moment. It floods your body with a quick burst of oxygen. It slightly cools your brain, according to research led by psychologist Andrew Gallup, who found that yawning appears to help regulate brain temperature, kicking in more frequently when your brain is running slightly warm. So a yawn isn't just a sign of boredom or fatigue. It's a small physiological reset. And if you're closely bonded to someone, synchronizing that reset with them might carry a deeper evolutionary logic. Here's where the story turns genuinely strange. Imagine an ancient group of humans resting together after a hunt, or settling in for the night around a fire. If one person's body signals fatigue and the need to cool down and reset, and that signal spreads rapidly through the group via contagious yawning, the entire group's alertness could shift together. Researchers studying animal behavior have observed something similar in other social species. Synchronized yawning in group living animals often lines up with synchronized rest and activity cycles. Think about it this way. A yawn spreading through your family or close friend group might be an ancient behavioral relic of group coordination, a way for tightly bonded individuals to stay in physiological sync with one another, resting when the group rests, waking when the group wakes. That would explain why closeness matters so much. You don't need to coordinate biological rhythms with a stranger passing you on the street, but coordinating with the people you depend on for safety, cooperation, and survival. That's exactly the kind of bond evolution would want reinforced. Now here's the twist that should sit with you. Some populations of people yawn contagiously far less often or not at all, and the research on why is uncomfortable in a useful way. Studies on individuals with autism spectrum conditions have found reduced rates of contagious yawning in some cases, and researchers, including those working alongside Christian Kaisers, have connected this to differences in the same empathy-related neural circuitry. This doesn't mean anything is wrong with someone who doesn't catch yawns easily. It means yawning contagion might genuinely be tracking something real about how tightly two nervous systems are synced to each other. And that sync isn't universal or automatic for everyone in the same way. Think about your own life for a second. The people whose yawns catch you instantly, without any conscious effort, are very likely the people your brain has quietly marked as safe, close, and worth tracking on a biological level. It's not a coincidence when it's your partner, your best friend, your parent, your child. There's something almost tender hiding inside this involuntary reflex. You can't fake it convincingly. You can't force a real contagious yawn just because you want to seem bonded to someone. Your nervous system either mirrors theirs or it doesn't. It's one of the rare human behaviors that bypasses conscious performance entirely and just tells the truth. So the next time a yawn ripples through a room, pay.